What's going on, everyone? It's Mike, and this is your preview. Yes, people, what's going on? It's Mike back again. John, unfortunately, can't be with us this evening. Preview on me. And tough game. Tough game, difficult game. Brighton, obviously, on a bad side. There wasn't a bad side last season, and we managed to go there and get something, obviously. I don't really know what to expect in this game. We don't know if Lindstrom's fit following his illness. He obviously had to get subbed off. And, Brentford absolutely smashed Leicester on Friday 4-0. So, they're going to have their tails up. They're going to be feeling confident. They're 11th in the league. They're in a good spot. They're scoring goals. They went through this period of scoring goals really quickly. I don't know. I think it's a game that weirdly could go both ways. Everton will go into this game, and no disrespect, I didn't expect to beat Brighton. I didn't expect to beat Crystal Palace, but yet we got a result. So, I certainly think we're capable. I just think it could be a tall order. Going all of these games, thin squad. And I just worry. I think it could be too much. They've got some quality as well. You look at their sort of attack. They've got Wissa scores goals, Mbeumo scores goals. They've got a very decent defence. They've got players all over the pitch that can play the football. They've got quick players. They've got players that can get in behind. They've got ball players. It's not like Brentford are a bunch of mugs. They're a decent team. But Everton go into this game unbeaten in 4 wins, 2 draws, and probably reeling from the fact that they didn't get a result against Man United. We were 2-0 up. We should have had a penalty. And we go into this game in sort of a different mood than we have been. We went into the Man United game, and it felt like a game that Everton should win, in my opinion. It really did. I was confident that we would get a result. I was confident that we would be able to turn them over. And look, for 50 minutes we could, but we ran out of steam, and it really hurt us in the end. We are really lacking that ball out. We're lacking that player that can get on the ball and carry it forward and beat a player, etc. And that man, as we know, is Lilliman and Joy, and he isn't available. He's injured. Dwight McNeil can sometimes do it, but again, he's injured. Looks like Lindstrom. The one thing you can say with Lindstrom is he does get the ball out of his feet, and he will whip a ball in the box. He might not be available. So, I'm sitting here for this game thinking I don't quite know how we get the ball up the pitch. You look at ball carriers, Decore will carry the ball. Alcaraz is capable of carrying the ball, but we've got no width. I mean, we've got no width based on that. So I think Moyes is going to have to set up different, in my opinion. It could be an interesting setup. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes 3-5-1-1. And the 5 being Mykolenko and Ashley Young. It wouldn't surprise me. He'll have the 3 centre halves across the back: O'Brien, Branthwaite, Tarkowski, Mykolenko, Ashley Young, and then it wouldn't surprise me if he has 2 holding, 1 forward. I could see Tim coming into this game over James Garner. So Tim starting alongside Ladrissa Garner Guy and Decore or Alcaraz. But it does allow for both Alcaraz and Decore to play if he plays the 3-5-2 because one of them can sit off better. So I definitely think that might be the way that we go. We haven't seemed to have done that this season, so it'd be interesting to see how that works. But you need to be able to use the transition, and I think this could be a game where we're going into it. Every tackle's got to be key, and those second balls are got to be on it, and then we've got to carry the ball through the middle of the park because, as I said earlier, we don't really have the width or the pace to carry the ball up the lines. Beto's been great through the middle as well, so I don't think it would hinder him. But I think we've definitely got to set up a different way to get a result. Everton are more than capable of getting a result. David Moyes has done a fantastic job. He's been in charge for 7 games, and we've got positive results in 6 of them. And even the first one, you could argue that if Calvert-Lewin could actually score from 3 yards, he would have done something. So yeah, I feel better going into these games than I would have under Dyche, but this one is a tough game. That being said, in terms of score prediction, I think Everton do get something. I think it's 1-1, and I've predicted 1-1 a few times away from home. We've got to lose one at some point, but yeah, I just think what we're good at is what Brentford tend to struggle with. Playing that direct pass through the middle. Now, don't get me wrong, they will press us, and that means probably Everton being Everton will start going long balls. We saw it in the second half against Man United. We saw it against Bournemouth in the FA Cup. If Everton are pressed, they revert back to this mind-bending long balls, hoping for better. Doesn't work. So Everton they've got to get the ball through the channels as quickly as possible through the middle of the park, in my opinion, in this game. Now, if Lindstrom is back, then yeah, I'll probably still start him, and I'll probably stick to the sort of same formation and tactics that we did for Man United. But I think there's a big if. I don't know if he's back, and obviously Moyes does his press conference a day before rather than 2 days before, like Dyche used to. So it's always difficult to judge. But yeah, I think 1-1. It's just a tough game. It's a tough game. Ever since Brentford have been promoted, they've been difficult. They've been a difficult side to beat. They've been robust at times. Thomas Frank's done a great job. And you just know that you want to turn up and have a good performance against them. In terms of their home record, it's not bad. They score goals. They score goals quickly. Certainly went through a period of scoring goals quickly. So they are a challenge. But look, we've just got to be up to the fucking job, haven't we? We've got to be there. We've got to be strong. We've got to be aggressive. We have to take the fact that we were reeling so much from that shocking decision, and we've got to go into that game against Brentford and go, do you know what? Right, you're here for the taking. We're going to absolutely go for it, and we might not win. But I just don't think we should just lie down and be all defensive, because I know we're lacking players and I know lots of players are injured, etc., etc. But if he goes and sets up and is defensive, I think Brentford have got enough to break us down. We've got to play on the front foot. So look, that's where we are. I think it's 1-1. I'd love to win. I love the thought of us aiming for that top 10. I know it's bold. I know we're lots of points away, etc. But I just love the ideology of that. Brentford and Wolves this week, West Ham at Goodison Park. They're games Everton can get results in. Go and get results. Push us up that league and see where we finish. Every spot is worth 2.5 to 3 million quid. The more spots we can go up, the more we can probably spend, the more in terms of PSR, the more in terms of leverage we've got. For me, we've got to be aiming for all of that. So, look, I'm leaving it there. Hit the like and subscribe. Thank you for your support on the debrief and the match reaction. And I know you're missing John. I've seen it in the comments. I'll tell you what, my hairline, by the way, is fucked. Look at the fucking snake of it. It's all going to have to come off at some point. It's either that or I'm going to Turkey. Yeah, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you soon with John. We were going to do a watch along for this game, but that is going to be a challenge. So, yeah, we'll see you soon. Peace.